Welcome to Sincerely Me, a podcast about self-discovery and inner work so you can cultivate a deeper relationship to yourself and show up more fully in your work and life. My name is Tallia and I'm honored to be your host. This is a story about an ice cream bar that made me cry. Yep, this is a true story, and my husband and sister can both attest. But really, it's a story about how we deprive ourselves of the things we want in life, the things we know will bring us joy, no matter how big or small. So let's paint the picture. Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream bar with that milk chocolate outer shell and the almonds. If you know, you know. This was an all-time childhood favorite treat of mine. When we would be on road trips, we would stop at gas stations, and this was like the thing all of us wanted to eat, and it was such a treat. And for whatever reason, I hadn't had one of these ice cream bars in like 15 years. And about a year ago, I was at the grocery store and saw them in the freezer section. I opened the door and showed them to Parsa, my husband, telling him how much I loved this ice cream bar and how much it reminded me of my childhood and how just amazing it is. But without grabbing a box, I closed the freezer door, and Parsa stopped me and was like, well, if you like them so much, if they make you so happy, if you really enjoy them, why aren't you buying some to take home? And I didn't really have an answer. I was like, yeah, you're right. So I opened the door, I grabbed a box, and we headed home. So we get home, I open this box of ice cream bars, and the minute I take a bite out of this ice cream bar, I just lost it. I had such an intensely emotional reaction to this, and it was partly because of the nostalgia, like deep, deep nostalgia, memories of childhood, just the like fun, carefree essence of life, and all of that kind of came washing over me. But it was also because I realized in that moment what a metaphor it was for so many other parts of my life and how I don't let myself have the things I want that bring me joy. And that it's almost like wrong to let yourself have desires that are maybe that feel a little frivolous or that feel like for whatever reason, I can't. I'm too old. I'm too this. I'm too that. And I know it's a silly example, right? It's just about this little ice cream bar, but I wanted to basically have a conversation on the podcast today about how when we don't let ourselves have what we want for whatever reason, again, however big or small, what we subconsciously tell ourselves is that we don't deserve what we want. And at that point, if we were to get the thing we wanted, we attach judgment, we attach shame, we attach guilt to whatever the thing is. And when that's the underlying story you tell yourself, the story around how you're not deserving of what you want and how it's wrong or bad to have the things you want, you carry and feel the weight of that in arguably every part of your life. And I want to be the one here to say that you deserve whatever it is you want. You're worthy of the double scoop of ice cream. You're worthy of the $5 extra it takes to valet your car. You're worthy of asking for that raise in your job. You're worthy of going for that dream business. You're worthy of that bold pair of shoes that might seem a little unlike you. And so the question I want to pose to all of you in this short and sweet episode today is, what is the thing that you really want that you're not letting yourself have? And why? What is holding you back from asking for, saying, speaking up for, doing, having, feeling, desiring, wanting the thing that you really want? What are you waiting for? Is the follow-up question to that. And where is that permission going to come from? If it's permission you're waiting for, you know it's not going to come from anyone except yourself. And especially when it comes to joy and fulfillment and happiness, like these simple pleasures in life. For me, it was just a little ice cream bar, but it brought me so much happiness. And for some of you, it might be going to a dance class. For some of you, it might be spending time alone. For some of you, it might mean going on a hike. It might mean getting your favorite drink from Starbucks. Whatever it is that makes you happy, do more of it. You're allowed to. Give yourself that permission for the simple things in life to be more present in your day to day. So let this serve as a reminder to do the things that bring you joy. Go after whatever it is that you want that will make your heart sing, that will empower you to make a bolder choice, or that will simply just make you feel good. We all deserve to feel good. And we all know the things that make us feel good, but for whatever reason, we don't let ourselves have them. These small pleasures in life can go such a long way, and it's fun and important to indulge once in a while and show yourself that you are deserving of whatever it is that you want. And you guessed it, this is the perfect opportunity to write a letter to yourself. But this time, I would encourage you all to write a letter from your childhood self to your present self. Go back to that inner child, to a time in your life where you found such simple enjoyment in something, whatever it was, playing with your toys, playing with your friends, being outside, jumping in the pool, eating ice cream, having birthday cake, dressing up in some funky outfit. Let that childhood self talk to your present day self today. Let it remind you of the things that you once enjoyed, and let that self give your current self some permission to just have some fun. This topic is also super timely because last week's theme for the Inner Work Circle was affirming our worth and creating space for the things we want more of in our lives. The Inner Work Circle, for those of you who don't know, is a year-long program that I'm running, and it's for women who are ready to stop playing small and really start making some significant changes in their lives in whatever way that looks like and means to them. If you didn't get a chance to check out the Inner Work Circle, no fear. I have 3 cohorts that I run throughout the year. So the next cohort will be starting in January of 2020. You can head over to my website and add your name to the waitlist if you want to join in on the fun. It is a deeply intense experience. It's weekly video lessons, monthly group coaching calls, and then 2 retreats in the year. This cohort is just getting started, and the transformations that have already begun to take place are incredibly inspiring and so wonderful to witness. The next event I would love to tell you all about is the Realign Retreat coming up. It will be at Serenbe September 14th, hosting it with Darrah, Brustein, and Lena Franklin. It's a day to pause, find some stillness, reflect, recenter, unplug, and just take a breath. You can read all about that in the show notes. And 2 days before that, actually, is another awesome event called Equal Pay, Equal Wealth. On September 12th, I'm speaking on a panel for the Rebel Women Breakfast at the Lola. Also, shout out to the Lola. If you all have not heard about it or joined, if you're here locally in Atlanta, I would highly encourage you to check it out. The Lola is a women's co-working space here in the city of Atlanta, started by Martine Resnick and Eileen Lee. An incredible, diverse community of women, both entrepreneurial but also full-time corporate women who are just looking for resources, community, a space to call home, and they're hosting some incredible events on a weekly basis. So check them out as well. And then lastly, for those of you who listened to this podcast and were like, oh boy, I know the thing that I want more of that's actually going to make me happy and feel more elevated and empowered in my life is money, but I'm too scared to ask for it. I want to help you. I want to take 4 listeners who are looking to make more money, whether it's in their own business or in their jobs, through a 4-week negotiation training starting mid to late September. This is my promise to you. If you don't end up making more money as a result of the work we do together in this 4-week negotiation training, I will send you all your money back. I don't want your money unless you've made more money. So send me an email if you're interested in learning more about this negotiation training. Again, I'll take 4 women through this first training starting mid to late September. And I'm going to make this super casual. Again, just send me an email if you're interested. I'll send a little bit more information along, and we will get going on making you some more money because it's out there and you're meant for more. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Here is to that double, if not triple scoop of ice cream this week, and to living out loud, letting go, affirming your worth, and creating space for the things that bring you joy, however big or small. Sincerely, me.